Okay, so on this exercise we're working on all transformations. Okay, so that would be your rotations, that would be your reflections, that would be your translations. Okay, think about it. Rotation is a turn, a reflection is a mirror, and a translation is just a slide. So for this first one, translation 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. Every single point needs to move 4 units to the right, 1 unit down, and you have to label them appropriately. I'm going to do this in different colors so you can see this. So Y is to move 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 unit down. Now, I'm going to label that Y prime. Okay, so this is my new image. G, 4 units to the right, 1 unit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 unit down. I'm going to label that G prime. And then F, 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right, 1 unit down. F prime is going to go here. I should connect my points. And you see that this image just slid down here. Okay? If I had to show you with an arrow, I started here. Apologize for that. But if I could add an arrow in here, you can see my arrow just moved F from here, F to here. And I could have that arrow 3 different times. It would be the same distance here. It would be the same distance here. That arrow is just moving all of our shapes down. Okay, translation. Our next, you see over here is a reflection. A reflection across the x-axis. Keep in mind, first step when you reflect across the x-axis is you want to highlight that x-axis. You want to tell it where it is reflecting. Okay? We count then from the line of reflection to each one of the points. From the line of reflection here to A, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like in the previous example, this is A prime. Now, some of us want to just drag this whole shape down, but we can't. You have to count from the line of reflection to each one of the points. The distance has to be the same. So for D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D prime. W, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. W prime and M prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. M prime is out here. So we just connect our lines. And we have a reflection. Okay? Remember, if you need to, pause the video and copy down exactly what I have. I am grading these for accuracy. Okay? So I'm going to make sure you have the points where you need to be. Pause if you need to. 3. Reflection across the y-axis. I'm going to highlight my y-axis. That's where I'm reflecting. Okay? Reflection across the y, so I count this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This becomes S prime. I knew. Same thing for A. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. prime. T, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And J, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's J prime. Sorry, I forgot to label T prime a second ago. Connect my vertices. There's my shape. Moving on. Gotta be careful here. Translation. Another word for translation. Slide. Okay. 4 units to the right, 4 units down. We'll start at A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A prime. I. 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I prime. J. 4 units to the right. 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my slide. I'm going to insert my arrows to show. These arrows have a fancy name. They are called vectors. And that's a word we'll talk about more as we get into things. The vectors tell us the direction and the distance that the shape moves. In this example, it moves down and to the right. Okay. It's also very important that I added this prime notation. If I've asked me to reflect across the x-axis, line x, alright, I'm going to highlight my x-axis. Now, seeing as this is graded for accuracy, I want you to try this on your own. Alright, I'm going to let you go. I've done a few examples like this, but you need to pause the video and try 5. Hopefully you paused the video by now and tried 5. I want to let you know that this shape right here, they don't have labels on these vertices, so you did a break there. But this vertice should not have moved anywhere. If you get something like this, if you get something like this, that is wrong. You don't want that. Okay? Go back and fix it if you got something like that. 6 across the line Y. In other words, across the y-axis here. This is another one where I'm going to have to try it on your own. Alright, so at this point you need to pause and try 6 on your own. Pause now. Alright, hopefully you paused and tried 5 and 6. Now time for 2 translations. Okay, translations, I also want you to pause and try. Okay, keep in mind every point you need to follow these directions. So every point needs to go 2 to the right and 4 down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single one of these. Pause and try 7 and 8. 9 is something we have not truly looked at, and I'm going to help us out a little bit. Give us a shape. Will help. Okay. What we are doing, this question is asking us to identify which transformation occurred here. So this is our original shape, and it's asking, did a translation happen, did a rotation happen, or did a reflection happen? So we're going to compare each one of these shapes to the original. So from this original shape to this shape, you're going to ask yourself what happened. Did it just slide over? Did it turn at all? Or did it reflect? You can see from here, this shape just slid to the right. This would be a translation. Okay? This would be a translation. Make sure you write this on here. If you need more time to write it, pause, but I need to move on. We'll look at this shape now. Comparing it to the original, to this shape, we have to ask ourselves, what happened? Did it slide over and stay the same? Well, no, if it slid over and stayed the same, it would look like this. Did it turn at all? Okay, if this shape would have turned, this would have come down. Did it reflect? The answer is yes, it did reflect, so this is a reflection. Okay, our line of reflection for this one would be right down the middle. It will reflect over this line and become that shape. The last one then is a rotation. Okay. The last one is a rotation because from the original shape, all this did was turn down. So this is a rotation. Good. Keep in mind, if you need to pause, go ahead. Pause. And slide this over here. Let's compare this shape to this shape. This is our original. This is our new. Is it a translation? Did it just slide? It did not. Is this a rotation? Did it turn? Yes, it did. All this did was turn. A rotation. Pause if you need to. Look at this middle shape. From this original, did this slide over? Did it turn? Did it mirror? This is just a slide over. And then our last one would be our reflection. Okay. At this point we're coming to the end of the video. What I do want you is you're going to try these on your own. Okay. Alright. I will discuss this checkup part in a later video. Alright, so don't worry about that right now. For now, what I want you to just do is worry about the sections that I went over in this video. Okay, I am going to check all of the questions, so make sure you do them all. Alright, thank you.